Hey, I'm just being like 38's best, you know what I'm saying? But my wife has been married before. Me, I ain't never been married before. You know, this was my first marriage. Everything's fine. But she got an ex-husband, right? Just one, not multiples, just one. Well, this bitch motherfucker, excuse my French, you know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker, I swear, like, he had an issue with me, but he won't relay that to me in my face or nothing, you know what I mean? He's a coward, right? So, however, some things transpired, you know, I'm not gonna get a whole spiel, you know, I ain't gonna put you in my business like that, but I'm gonna put you in my business. This nigga done filed some paperwork because, mind you, you know, when I first met my wife, you know, he had, well, my girlfriend at the time, but you know what I'm saying, he had like, he didn't have full custody. He was a weekend dad, you know what I'm saying? And she was the, you know, primary parent. Now, you know, initially, you know, going through this process, I was assuming that, you know, that this dude was, you know what I mean, kind of solid, because he kind of behaved that way. I knew he was, you know what I'm saying, kind of a, you know, a simp, you know what I mean? But they ain't got nothing to do with parenting. I thought he was handling himself well, especially opposed to what I heard from her, you know what I'm saying, and what I heard from her and what I was seeing. I wasn't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, immediately knock him out the gate, because I'm a solid dude. Like, you would have to cross me before I, you know, put you in a category that people already placed you in. You know what I'm saying? Now, despite that, this nigga go, you know, well, let me not jump too far ahead. You know, she asked me that, you know what I'm saying, if I think, my wife, that is, asked me did I think it was a good idea to, you know what I'm saying, like, let them do a week on and a week off. And I'm like, you know, or he asked, could he do that? And I'm like, you know, I'm not opposed to that. If a man want to be a father, I'm a father. I was a father before that. Me and my wife, we share no kids together. But, you know what I'm saying, I got older kids than the two of them combined, right? So I'm like, you know, no, I'm not gonna hold that against them. I'm not gonna hold them, you know. However, this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, we start this process, 1 week there, 1 week home, 1 week there, 1 week home. It was fucking pain in the ass, but we muscled through it. Now, all of a sudden, he got an issue, you know what I mean, and he felt like he done gained some ground. So he filed motions through the court. It's like, what? Like, he filing motions to the court? Like, yeah, he lying about his custodial status. He got primary custody. He been having his kid. He did all his foul play, all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And attempting to gain custody of the kids. And now I'm like, damn, man, I actually, like, threw this nigga a bone. And came back to bite me. So I kind of had to save face, apologize to my wife for even giving that kind of advice out. Because I didn't even think that, you know what I'm saying, I didn't think a nigga that got a chance to see his kids more often would be sitting there plotting on how he can be a negative nigga. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He came up with some dangerous shit, you know what I'm saying? And he playing with fire. But even I know this nigga ain't as dangerous as I am. Cause when no matter what move he play, he don't have enough. His money ain't long enough to go to court, to go through court processes. So we ready for that, and we preparing for that. And I'll be damned if I let a motherfucker that ain't never graduated from high school defeat me in war. You know what I'm saying? You got another thing coming. So anyway, that's the way it went down. I'm just venting a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The shit been on my mind. So putting it out there. Double back on it later. All right, holla.